Good morning and welcome back. It is finally garden season. We have been taking a little break. I think it's been something like 3 or 4 months since I have actually been posting regularly on YouTube. But here we are. We are working on being back. And the weather has been pretty decent. We had just had our last frost date. The Farmer's Almanac had it right pinpointed on the nose, as long as we don't get another one after today. But see, they had it pinpointed, I think, for the 20th and the 21st to be hard frosts. And we got hard frosts. We got weather and rain and frost and snow, and my potatoes were a couple of inches tall, a good 6 inches on some of them, and they are completely black, which they will be fine. I will show you guys those, what they were looking like, and then now what they look like now. Potatoes are very hardy. Even when the tops frost off, they will send up new shoots and be just fine. Some of my asparagus frosted pretty hard, but it's just flopping over, but it too will be just fine. I'm surprised it didn't do more to the rhubarb, but I'm just seeing a few damaged leaves on those. I'm actually out here to plant tomatoes today. So we are going to plant, I think I have 3 varieties of tomatoes, only 6 plants to plant today. And then I have some updates in the animal run to show you guys. So here we go. We just planted this with potatoes. This one's planted to potatoes. This one's gonna be tomatoes, I think. I've got onions in here, a small patch of leftover potatoes, rhubarb, cabbage, broccoli, all the way around to here. I got potatoes in that one. Lots of potatoes this year. And my asparagus is taken off to become a forest. Got a new tank over there. So the garden's looking quite a bit different from the last time you guys saw it. We took out some of the old wooden boxes because we were planning on fencing this in this year. Because instead of me doing all this weed eating and all this mowing around all of this stuff that's out in our yard that needs cleaned up, that comes along with building a building and having a ranch and just having a lot of different things, it takes a lot of maintenance to keep all this grass under control. So we are going to have a couple of fattening steers over here running loose in the yard to graze up all of the extra grass. So we're going to fence in the garden, and I didn't want to put up any kind of a semi-permanent fence with these wooden boxes in here because I know that they're not going to make another season. So I had the Miles help me tear those out. My little irises kind of got damaged, but they're going to be okay. The potatoes, they were looking really good, now they're looking only kind of good, but they'll also be fine. I got a lot of cleanup and maintenance to do over in this general direction. A lot of weeding to do already. But this is where I'm going to plant tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and plant in the same tank that I did last year. Usually I like to, you can hear that plane going over. Usually I like to alternate tanks, just give it some fresh, something new to work with, but I didn't. So this is the one that the tomatoes are going to go into. I've got this in the middle just because it's sitting there. I don't plant anything right in the middle of the tomato tank. I did last year. I'm not going to this year just because there was no way to reach it last year. It got so full and so thick and glorious that it needs to just be tomatoes. I've got my drip line already laid out. I think some of it's kind of needs patch though. Miles got me some flagstone for my birthday. So we put it in here in between the new tanks in the new little walkway spot. Hey! Which just, we're trying it out for the garden. So we have kind of a vision of wanting to have some kind of a weedless garden spot in between all of these tanks. And this is a fairly affordable project. But we're just doing this much right now and see how it works out. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull a few weeds and set the tomatoes out in here. I'm gonna do 2 tomato sun sugars here and there. And then I've got 2 tomato brandy wines, one there and one there. And then 2 yellow pear here and there. So I am going through and pinching off all the bottom leaves because I'm planting them extra deep. Six happy tomato plants. I have to fix my hose before I can run the drip line, but the soaker hose, then I will do that. So the last thing I'll show you, out here at the animal run, my other 3 layers have a beautiful nest going here. They're not keeping it protected. Fancy, get out. They're not setting, so these aren't going to hatch. But they're sharing a nest, which I thought was really interesting. They take turns laying their egg in there. The puppy has gone into a stage of where he has to tear everything up, so all kinds of things are all tore up. In here I have a duck that actually wants to hatch some eggs. And she's been trying for quite some time, and I candled them the other day, and they're about a little more than half, not quite 3/4 full of ducky. So we shouldn't have too much longer to wait on her. And then I've got some kittens. That there is Mama. Right there. We've had a black tomcat running around that's not mine. But these little kittens, I haven't showed them to you earlier because they've had terrible eye infections. And they just look rough as heck. But there are... Don't fall out, little guys. I'm going to open the door. You're going to want to let go of that. You're going to want to let go. Okay, so you hold on to the door. I got one black one. Yeah, can I have you? Yeah. His eyes have been fine this whole time. And then I have 4 Siamese. And all of their eyes have been just terrible. Poor little things. But I just got some new medicated stuff for their eyes, so hopefully that'll clear up soon. But you could be a little less concerned if you tried, couldn't you? Because those kittens, they just cry all the time. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to feed the critters and go do something else for a while. So thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I'm going to try to get back on track for some more videos a little bit more frequently now that the weather is nice and there are things to do outside. So if you are an old subscriber, thanks for sticking around and waiting for us. And if you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. All those things help my channel to grow. I'll see you guys later. Bye.